Hello, students. We've been learning about climate, and one of the things that we need to take a look at is something called paleoclimates. If you're unfamiliar with that big word, paleo just means ancient. So these are old climates. One pictured here that you are quite familiar with is the Ice Age. If you had to guess, how much colder do you think the average temperature was in the last Ice Age than it is today? And the answer is a little bit crazy. It was only 5 degrees Celsius cooler than it is today on average, which means that in order to cause climate change, there doesn't have to be a huge change in temperature. So that's pretty significant. If we're going to learn about today's climate and understand about cause and effect of what's happening today, what's caused that, and what we can look forward to, we have to understand about past climates. They can teach us about what's going on. What's crazy about past climates is that, with the exception of the Ice Age, even older climates, there was nobody around. So we didn't really know anything about them. And we'll talk about how we learned about these past climates in our next assignment. We use a lot of different things to do that, like ice cores and tree rings, stalactites. There's all kinds of things that can tell us, fossil pollen that can tell us about what past climates were like. Anyway, why do we study past climates? Because we want to learn more about today's climate. And in order to learn about today's climate, we got to know what caused different climates in the past. So we're going to look at different things when we study paleoclimates. We're going to look at what caused the climate to change, what caused it to warm up, what caused it to cool down, because that can help us understand what's going on today. We want to know how fast it happened. For example, the last Ice Age, it was 20,000 years ago. So over 20,000 years, it's warmed up to today's temperature. So that seems like a reasonable length of time. But then we can compare that. Is something happening faster or colder than that, or faster or slower than that? And then we want to look at what the climate change did to life on Earth. Was life unaffected? Was it drastic changes? Did a bunch of species die? Did new species show up? What happened as a result of that climate change? And ultimately, what we want to do is we want to use all of this knowledge about past climates to help inform us about what's going on with today's climate. So that's why we study paleoclimates. You're going to look at 2 different paleoclimates today in your assignment. In each one looks at a time that was warmer and a time that was colder than it is on Earth today, and cause and effect and that sort of thing. So that's really what you want to focus on when you're looking at it. What's causing those past climates to change, to be warmer or colder, or to change from what they were out of that. So good luck with that.